Hey everyone, it's Amador, and I wanted to share with you guys. I've been a little on and off lately, so I wanted to share with you guys a set of shaker cards for a swap that Betty is hosting. Betty, she is Scrap Passion 01 here on YouTube. I will leave, of course, a link to her channel, you guys, over here, and so you guys can check out her channel and all of the other amazing shaker cards that people made. I used the Graphic 45 Gilded Lily, and I'm looking at it, Gilded Lily collection. I mostly used the 12x12. I actually have two sets of them, so that's why this one's not even open. But I got all of this at artitechsupplies.com, which of course I'll have the link in the description as well, you guys. And I got the, I used some of the chipboard, they're not stickers, what are they actually called? Chipboard accents? I don't know. But anyhow, I used some of them for the actual card in the front. And I also used, I used these gold sequins that I got from Walmart. And I used a bunch of these clear sequins that I got from Joann's, just in case you guys are looking for those. They didn't come in this big bag. They came in the smaller bags. Just put them in one of these. So that is what I used, you guys. The Graphic 45 Gilded Lily. And it's resembling the other shaker card that I made, which is I was going to send it out to somebody and I just hadn't. So it's a good thing I hadn't because I kind of used it as a template. And this is the original one I made, which is the perfume bottle. Out of these little Shake It frames. Here, let me see. I have them here. Oop. So I am making everybody dizzy by knocking over the camera. Okay. I used these that I also got from Artitech Supplies, and these aren't the one. This isn't the one that goes with that one. This one goes with this, which is these little domes, which make this so much easier when I made this one. But I did it the old school fashioned way when I did this one. And I went ahead and used the perfume bottle look as well. And you're supposed to make 5 and 1 extra if you could. But instead of the regular squared perfume bottle, I wanted to make a heart perfume bottle. Ever since I was a little kid, my mother always had atomizers and, the perfumes. And she wore this scent, and she wears this scent still on occasions. It's called Roses, and I think it was an old scent from Avon or something. And it just smells of soft roses. And you can't buy it in the States anymore, but apparently they still sell it overseas. They still sell it like in Mexico. So whenever we would go to Mexico, I would buy. One time I came back with a carry-on case full of that stuff. So anyway, that was way before, everything else happened. So, anyhow, this one I made a heart-shaped bottle, and I used the largest die in the Spellbinder's heart. I was going to use my Cameo, but I'm like, to sit there and set everything, and it was going to be several layers, I'll just use a die. So I used the largest one in the Spellbinder's die. And let's see here. So, this is what I did. I followed almost the same color, and these are 5.5 by 7.5 because I wanted, this is the heavyweight cardstock from Recollections, and I wanted it to have a nice heavy sturdy base considering everything that was going to go on it, because let me tell you, these things are heavy. So I used that, and you can see the foam here. I used the 1/4-inch foam that I got from Hobby Lobby. So, and this is, I went ahead and cut the heart into here, and there's tons of sequins, as you can see right here. And I even used some of the chipboard accents. I used them inside as shaker bits because they're nice and heavy, so I felt that they would move around and shake very well. So once I die cut the front part, I actually adhered these 2 layers together because they're on top of the foam, because this part is very small. This is for me to be able to do like the gluing of the acetate. So the acetate is under, see, look, you can see. And I use the gold and the clear because I feel that it gives such a perfect little touch to that. See, each one of them has a few different shaker bits. And so originally what I did was I just went ahead and took my gold pen, and this time I used, because I'm trying different gold paint pens. Let's be honest, they don't last very long. This was starting to dry out a little bit, and this is a smaller one. This is Deco Color Premium Premium Gold Pen, and I got this one in Hobby Lobby. So, this one, you can hear it's almost out, but I used it for all of this, and I'll show you, and you'll see what I used it on. So here, back to this. I actually went ahead around the border of the heart, and I traced around the heart so you can see that that's the shape of the bottle. Now what I used, I needed a base. I'm like, you know, the heart can't just stand on its own. I needed a base. So I used these little chipboard pieces. Ooh, I almost tripped over myself. These chipboard pieces, some say gorgeous, some say amazing. So they have somewhat the same style, but different chipboard pieces. And I went around the edges with that gold as well, so it would go with the bottle. And of course I did my, and I don't have that with me. Where is it? Okay, let me grab that. Once again, never ever full on prepared. Doesn't matter how much I try. This is one of these little bottle dies from Movers and Shapers from Tim Holtz, and I just die cut some acetate, and instead of doing it like a bottle like that, I have it upside down and went around the edge with the gold paint pen. And the reason I use gold paint pen instead of like another gold medium is because it's going to go on acetate, so you need it to, and acetate's a non-porous surface, so you need paint. So yes, and then I put all of the seam binding, and you see all of them have a little bit of a different color seam binding, and they're all hand dyed by me. I dye all of my seam binding. I only buy like egg white or eggshell and chalk seam binding by the roll, and then I dye it myself. So I had all of these very vintage, very shabby, almost French looking colors that I had, and I was gonna make them all the same, but I was like, you know what, I'll make them different colors. So anyhow, back to this. And then on that I tied, and by the way, this is just dimensional foam under here, and then the perfume bottle top on top of that. And then I wrapped the ribbon around, and each bow has two layers of seam binding. And they each have two little dangling tags, and they're all different. Some have the little the flag banners, the little flower tags, and here, I'll pull this one up. Here's another one, and I used basically the same color scheme to create each one. And you can see the paper in the back and the little shaker bits. And I just love how they're very loud, very pronounced. And then on the top of that, there are these larger chipboard pieces. So I put those on different ones. Like this one has that one, and I like that you can see through the bottle top, so I could put things with words and everything. This one says keep calm and adjust your tiara. Whenever you're having any hassles, you guys just remember that. This one says it's not easy being a princess, but you can still see it through it. This one says say magnifique, and this one has also this double layer of the images. But they all have, like I said, all of them have the chipboard bits, quite a bit of sequins. And I like these clear, I think these are called crystal. If anybody knows where to buy these, buy like a truckload. I need them because I'm going to need them for Christmas, and I used a lot of them. So I'm putting it out there if anybody knows where to, and these specific ones. I mean, not these, the iridescent looking ones, because I feel that they take the color well, because look, they kind of reflect, and since they're clear, it accents the gold and the silver sequence that I have in here, so it doesn't overtake them. See, and it still has that shimmery, iridescent, pearlescent look. So anyhow, but yes, those are, and they're pretty heavy, and they're 5.5 by 7.5 size, much larger than my original. But I wanted something to have impact, and since I use I have this stuff still on the side here, the Spellbinders die. I have all of these hearts that I can still now use for other projects. So you see, waste not, want not. And so yeah, so that's what I will have. So you guys, let me know what you guys think. They're very easy to make. I mean, shaker cards are not always the easiest thing to do, but I was going to do it originally with this set that I got from Art Attack Supplies, artattacksupplies.com, but I wanted to add the chipboard pieces, and they were much bigger, so I felt that they would just be stuck. They would just be in one section, and I would need to use a larger shape. And the funny thing is, this is the first time I ever used that Spellbinders die, so that's freaking nuts. So yeah, so you guys, let me know what you guys think. Thank you for stopping by. I will have a video coming up of hello, how's it going with stuff that's been going on. I didn't want to include that in this one, and just a few more things coming up. I have a lot of things that are halfway finished, so hopefully I will have several videos for you guys. All right, so thank you for stopping by. You guys check out Betty's channel, and I will talk to you guys soon. Bye everyone.